Gold chains. We live. Shalom. Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah. Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom. Shamar Thabah Shemi Al-Shah to the sisters. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, no Christian church, and no Muslim mosque. And we damn well will not be celebrating Valentine's Day, just like we damn well didn't celebrate Christmas or our New Year's or our Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Because those holidays are against the Most High. Those holidays are against the culture of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you know what's so funny? While you want to go buy flowers for this so-called broad that's probably going to leave you right after the holiday season, you know what I'm saying, who's probably already getting flowers from 10 other dudes, you know what I'm saying, you ain't getting nothing, you know what I'm saying? We are celebrating the Lord's holidays, you know what I'm saying? We just celebrated with Hanukkah. We about to celebrate Purim, and then we got the Lord's Passover. You know what I'm saying? While you want to celebrate these holidays, our brothers and sisters on the border are suffering. You know what I'm saying? For I.S.U.K, Mexico is suffering while Blacks and Hispanics, Salakia, while we want to celebrate these holidays. You know what I'm saying? Give me Exodus 20:3. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said we shouldn't have no other gods before him. The Lord, the Bible also say the Lord is a jealous God. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't he be jealous of his prized possession? Something that he created. Imagine you got a car that you built from the top up. You know what I'm saying? An old school class. You ever seen one of them brothers that built cars, them old schools, and how much they prize them things? You know what I'm saying? That is the Lord, man, because the Lord is a black man in spirit. You know what I'm saying? He prizes the children of Israel. He prizes us. You know what I'm saying? And you should take pride in the love of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you want to be loved by Trump. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a damn clown. You want to be loved by Joe Biden. You want to be loved by Kamala Harris. When those people have no power. No, those people are weak. You know what I'm saying? Trump looked crazy. Like he did cocaine his whole youth. Like he orange as hell. You know what I'm saying? He can't find the broad to save his life. His rib don't even like kissing him. You know what I'm saying? Every time you see Trump with his rib, you know what I'm saying? She don't even want to touch the man because he's a creep. This man facing felony charges. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden pardoning his whole cokehead family. You know what I'm saying? And these are the people we want to put in power and position over Blacks and Hispanics. These are the people we think that can make the right decision for our people. You know what I'm saying? And when reality, that is a false statement. You know what I'm saying? The Most High already elected a king for us. You know what I'm saying? That was YAHUSHA mashiach, which is Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ was elected already by the Most High to rule over this earth, not Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? You got faith in Donald Trump, and you over there cheering the Mexicans to go over the border, and you're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing to the black community. You know what I'm saying? If you stand with Donald Trump, if you stand with Kamala Harris, you're an embarrassment to the Black and Hispanic communities. You're weak. You're literally weak. Just because they put a little money in your pocket or whatever agenda you so-called believe in, you know what I'm saying? You're a weak-minded person, and the Lord is going to deal with you. Go ahead and read what you got.
God, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Now, I picked this scripture specifically first because for some reason, Christians don't believe that Valentine's Day, Christmas, and New Year's is the celebration of no other gods. Like it's just something that was man-made. But they don't understand why they got the Christmas tree in their house. They don't understand why the cornucopia is in the center of the damn Thanksgiving table. They don't even know where the damn heart came from. They don't know where Cupid came from. You know what I'm saying? But we all went through school, right? High school, you actually have to learn about these Greek and Roman gods. I remember doing research on it's a narcissistic guy. I think his name was Narcissus, right? Who died from drowning in the water. So I know damn well majority of us had to go do research in high school or even in middle school. You know what I'm saying, on Roman Empire, because guess what? We are ruled by Romans. We are ruled by the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? So guess whose history we're learning? Theirs. You're learning American history. You're learning Roman history. You're learning about the Greek Empire. And you know what they're saying? Those are some of the greatest empires. And the military strategic was so great. But guess what you're not hearing? How King David was very strategic in his combat skills. You know what I'm saying? We're not learning how he was black. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear about great black generals. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear about great black kings. You know what I'm saying? All you got to hear about is Caesar, How he got stabbed by his Senate. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got? What's the African? What's the Hamite that every so-called woke person love to bring up? He's supposed to be the richest there was ever. Matsamutsa. All we hear about is Matsamutsa. That's who you're supposed to look up to. A damn Hamite who put doo-doo in his hair. That's who he's supposed to look up to. He rich as ever, but still putting poop in his hair. That should tell you something spiritually about these other nations. They're not built like you. You are in your poorest state. You ever, and we bring this up all the time. You ever seen a brother that's been through the prison system and how clean he is? He is in the most tragic state that any man can be in. You know what I'm saying? Who knows the type of abuse he faced in the prisons? But I guarantee you, he's cleaner than your richest white person.
Right.
He maintains himself better than Donald Trump, Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? His room is impeccable. He can tell if something is off in his room. If one of them sheets is untucked, he's gonna be like, somebody was in here. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, I guarantee you live like a pig. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk, with the billions of dollars these oppressors have, they still live like a pig. And that's who we choose to lead us. That's who we choose to follow after when it comes to these holidays. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump say Valentine's Day is going to be a national holiday. Blacks and Hispanics, we up here. Yep, it's a national holiday. But when a black man dressed in all black on the corner wearing I.S.U.P.K. under the I.S.U.P.K. flag says you need to start following God, you look at us like we crazy. You look at us like we done lost our damn mind because we don't got what? Shape up like T.D. Jakes or Salakia, Al Sharpton. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Whitehead. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't got them clean cuts like them. But the Christians always like to quote how they come in sheep's clothing. But they don't even realize this, the people that's coming in sheep's clothing is the one they listen to. The one that they follow. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Whitehead, I believe that's the one that got robbed on the video. You know what I'm saying? In New York. And guess what kind of suit he was wearing? Dior. That brother was wearing Dior. T.D. Jakes. Everybody mama loved T.D. Jakes. Everybody mama had that thing playing, especially early 2000s, 90s. He was ruling. This is why he got so many damn churches now. And it's all crumbling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody mama believed in that. And what? Did he not dress so-called fly? Did he not have all the suits you can, all in every color? You know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't never heard of Salmon, but they knew what T.D. Jakes was wearing. You know what I'm saying? They started pushing these agendas in the black and Hispanic community, and all it did was destroy us. And guess what? We fell for it because they would dress nice. Because they said nice things. Woman, thou art loose. You know what I'm saying? Because he gave his daughter power. Now what is the recent thing he just said? Something stupid I seen a video of. Adam is Eve's mother. What kind of drug is he on? What's that drug they say P. Diddy be having in his parties? 2C, the pink cocaine? That's what he be on. He must be on it heavily to say some nonsense like that. And you know what's so crazy? Blacks and Hispanics, we still going to follow him. That's how destroyed we are as a people. We are still going to follow him after he done said some nonsense like that and still follow him wholeheartedly like nothing is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Police is killing us. COs is killing us. You know what I'm saying? The black girl had to defend her damn mama from the police. Had to kill her. And that's what's so heavy about that story too. The young sister that had to kill that police officer to protect her mother, naturally she knew that police officer was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When grown men and grown women watch George Floyd get choked to death. You know what I'm saying? And we supposed to be strong. You supposed to be strong. BLM, right? But we videotape our brothers and sisters getting knees on their neck, getting shot in the back, getting strangled to death over a pack of cigarettes. But you supposed to be strong. The only strong men I see in this world today is the men of the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Because the rest of the world, y'all look weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just want to march all damn day. Y'all just want to march all damn day and destroy the city. Y'all want to riot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how to properly put your spirit into something. You don't know how to remove yourself from America. Instead, you go run to Ghana like Meek Mill and them. You go fall into some white billionaire and think you done freed yourself. In reality, you look weak. You are still a victim. You know what I'm saying? You ain't free yourself from nothing. Instead, you actually put more shackles on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You became more of a slave because now you have no self-dependency. You ain't free nobody. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm good. You ain't free nobody. You still in slavery, right? And this is why when you think you so above the law and above the so-called oppressor, the oppressor come right around and tear you down. You know what I'm saying? We see it all now. We seeing it now, right? Then the Bible talk about how the stars is going to be falling. Every black and Hispanic star is literally on a rapid descent, a rapid one. Everybody clutching their pearls now since P. Diddy been locked up. Everybody's scared because they don't know what's going to come out of the woodworks. They don't know what's going to come out of those books and videos. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden's so damn scared. He pardoned the whole family because he know they all freak nasties. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what's on recording. He pardoned the whole damn family. You know what I'm saying? That should tell you something. These are the signs we should be looking at. Like, okay, I've been following these people for so damn long, but their names keep popping up in these little what can I say? These sexual lists or these abuser lists. You know what I'm saying? It's common names that's been popping up on the Epstein list, the Diddy list. Like, come on now, R. Kelly hang with them. Like, why is this a common occurrence? And we've been following these people. We've obviously been doing something wrong for years. You know what I'm saying? So why not try the different option? Why not try those revolutionary black men that we've been like, they've been shunning? Why not try that? We tried everything else. We didn't try the civil rights. What happened there? It's so-called Black History Month. Trump trying to get rid of that, ain't he? You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get rid of your so-called history. And we already knew that from his last campaign. He wanted to get rid of our history. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats and Joe Biden and Kamala, they want to make your men women. They want to make your women men. They want to make your kids deviants, sexual deviants. You know what I'm saying? They want to offer them all these so-called evil things instead of just a proper education. You know what I'm saying? School funding is what? Low? Because everybody's stealing so much damn money? These are the problems they face in America because this is what you follow. You follow these so-called oppressors to their destruction. You know what I'm saying? Instead of following black and Hispanic men that actually follow the Lord, that actually follow Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ is the only way, man. This is the reason why Christ said he's the light. You can't follow Donald Trump and expect to find some light. The only way when you follow Donald Trump, you're going to find darkness. You are going to find a hole he's going to bury you in. You know what I'm saying? For all the so-called uppity black and Hispanic men that think Donald Trump is the answer, you will soon find out. You know what I'm saying? You think he's doing a good job locking up our brothers and sisters on the border. You know what I'm saying? In reality, you're going to follow along with them. Soon he's going to say black people are in the problem. You know what I'm saying? When this so-called deficit, go ahead.
I was going to say it's so heavy because when he just tried to put a pause on government assistance, people was losing it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, just that little act right there showed us, his true intentions. Like, right?
No, I agree with you because also with the DEI, right? Diversity, inclusion, something, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It shows you that he don't give a damn that you black and you went through whatever you went through. He don't care about your history. He don't care that you were treated unfairly. It's something that Officer I used to always tell me. He say, just pick yourself up by the bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if because the CIA put crack in your neighborhood, now your mama suffered from crack, your daddy suffered from crack, or your whole neighborhood suffered from the effects of crack, that you have a hard time finding a job. You grew up in a bad neighborhood. You grew up with no education because the school system was destroyed by the so-called crack, the crack epidemic. You know what I'm saying? But he say, still, please, I did it. You know what I'm saying? My father was an immigrant. I did it. I picked myself and made a millionaire. And now every black and Hispanic that suffered through the oppression we suffered through is supposed to be on the same level as Donald Trump. And that's how you know he's damn evil. He's going to find every excuse. And you know what's so crazy about that in history? You know what the slave master used to tell the slaves when they wasn't meeting production? My slaves are lazy. You know what I'm saying? My slaves is lazy as hell and they would beat the hell out of you. And what are they doing today? Blacks and Hispanics are lazy. You know what I'm saying? I seen a post where they were saying Hispanics are lazy and they taking up all the free money. You know what I'm saying? From the immigrants with the cards. Go ahead.
Another thing is too, they try to say that they coming over here being criminals.
Right.
The jail's not full with them.
Uh-huh.
The jails is filled with the blacks, the Puerto Ricans, and some of the whites. Man, and the real criminals are the whites. I remember I posted a video to I forget the brother name. He was like,
it's so crazy because it show you how crazy white people are, because they stole a whole nation and stole people. You know what I'm saying? But they convinced you that you're a thief. They convinced blacks and Hispanics that you're the real criminals in the earth. But they done stole a whole nation. You know what I'm saying? Who you think is ruling Mexico? I remember I always debate my brother, he an SICARII, right? And he thought the last president was a good president for Mexico. Who's the president now? You know the president now is a female. You know who she is? She's a Jew. It's not a Jew, a Jewish. She's a how you say that? Because Ashkenazi Jewish. You know what I'm saying? How is a damn Jewish lady from Israeli ruling Mexico? You know what I'm saying? That'll show you something. Blacks and Hispanics, you are ruled by this so-called oppression. And this is why the earth is the way it is. And this is why the Lord has to come back. His spirit has to come back. You want to know why them planes crashing? Because the Lord is coming back. You know what I'm saying? He has to send a statement. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? He has to destroy America. How you think that's going to come? By peace and love, hugs and kisses? Destruction has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Mourning has to happen because his people are sinning and they are oppressed by another people that wants to see them extinguished. Would any father want to see their children extinguished, killed, oppressed? No, a good father is going to whoop tail. A good father is going to protect his sons and daughters. And that is what the Most High is doing. And he's going to send Christ to go collect them heads. Read that scripture from the top.
So God, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Right. Now this describes Valentine's Day, right? Where you about to put hearts on everything. You about to get the hotel. I remember in high school, that was real popular. Like you would get somebody to put the hotel in their name that was a little older, right? And you will go tear fire to your rib on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? You will buy the chocolates, the flowers. This when movies or dates didn't cost as much, where you could go a long way with just $20. You could go a long way with $50. That was a whole date. That was a whole John now. Like, man, now the movie just costs damn near $20. The popcorn and all that costs about $50. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting that no more. But this is what brothers and sisters are preparing to do for this holiday. You about to put them hearts everywhere. You about to see symbols of what's his name? Cupid everywhere. Last time I checked, I thought Cupid was was it a Roman god? You know what I'm saying? But Christians, I thought Valentine's Day wasn't about idolatry. I thought it wasn't about serving other gods. But you got Cupid hanging out your window with the bow and arrow and the heart. Ooh, I think you got cut right there, Christians. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that?
No.
Go ahead.
Okay. Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath.
Now we have to understand the characteristics of man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we base our gods off of things we see. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it says in the air and on the ground, because a lot of times, what's a lot of the gods? You go to the Native American culture, you know what I'm saying? They got the eagles. They got the bears, they got the falcons, they got all these things. You go to Asia, they got who knows? All types of animals. You know what I'm saying? You go to East India. You go to India, you know what I'm saying? They got all types of whatever he called a Shiva with 5 arms and he's like part animal. You go to Europe, they got all types of diabolical things. You go to Ham, they're disgusting. They love that cow. For some reason, they love it. You know how much they love that cow? They stick their whole face in their rear end. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe me? Just go look it up. Whole face of a skinny Hamite putting his whole face in a cow butt. Nasty word. You know what I'm saying? But these are the people we want to follow. We don't believe in black culture, but we'll believe in African culture. African culture will tell you rubbing doo-doo in your hair will make it grow. When sis, if you just listen to your damn husband and follow these laws, statutes, commandments, maybe you wouldn't be so damn bald. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you ain't give your husband such a damn hard time and be a dragon, your hair would grow. See, go ahead.
I'm saying it's heavy because black people don't even know what African culture really is.
Right.
They think African culture is nothing but kings and queens, nothing but being kings and queens. But, and that's why they cleave on to it, because they don't know nothing about it. Like,
right. They don't know nothing about it because the first thing, we were kings and queens. Name me one. They ain't gonna name Cleopatra. Now you stuck. Like you can really cut them with the Cleopatra nonsense. But read that first screenshot I sent you, right? Because we got to understand where Valentine's Day first started. You know what I'm saying? There was other cultures that also had similar things to Valentine's Day, but this is the Roman celebration of Valentine's Day. We got to realize, and then this is easy too, because Rome was a very, I don't know what I can say, but sexual culture, right? You want to know where bathhouses came from? Go ask a white man that for some reason, you go to the gyms, right? Some reason he can't just put a towel over himself. He has to walk around naked, right? You know where that comes from? Bathhouses. You know where that also come from? Rome. You know what they did in there? Had sex with other men. You know what I'm saying? Them bathing houses was because, and that's where also monogamy came from too. If we really gonna go into history, you know what I'm saying? Monogamy came from because Romans could not, you know what I'm saying, have a gay lover and a damn wife. So they said I had multiple wives. So they said I had to have one wife. You know what I'm saying? To cut you Christians. But go ahead.
God, the origins of Valentine's Day are linked to both pagan festivals and Christian martyrs.
Right.
Pagan festivals. What's this? What was it? Lupercalia.
Right.
A Roman festival that celebrates fertility and took place on the Ides of February. The festival includes. Hold
on. So I got to break this down. It says celebrated fertility. How do you celebrate fertility in a lot of these weird cultures? You have sex. So how do you think the Roman Empire celebrated fertility? Just like I broke down during the Christmas one with the what's the thing? Mistletoe. They had orgies. They had orgies on these days. Just like you go into Viking culture, the white man, he is a very freak nasty bull. He likes sharing his rib. You know what I'm saying? He that's where that cuck stuff comes from. Him. I don't know why, but he's just a nasty bull. He like seeing his rib get dominated by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind it. He's nasty, but this is who we want to follow. This is the beast we want to follow. And for black men who love white women, this is the woman you want a wife. The natural whore. You know what I'm saying? She is the original whore. You know what I'm saying? Why you got all these issues with black women because they are going through whatever. And it's so crazy. Black women go through the oppression that we go through and still perform better than white women. Still cook better than them. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this is so everybody's scripture when it comes to grace too with your ribs. Because we all in oppression. You know what I'm saying? We face demons. White people in their heaven and they still whores. Imagine that. So imagine a sister in the kingdom of heaven. Imagine how she gonna act. Imagine how she gonna come. She gonna come way better than how she is now. This is why we gotta have grace in this world now, because we don't know where we're coming from, coming up in this world. Go ahead.
Come.
The festivals included.
Okay, the festivals included sacrificing goats and dogs.
There go them damn sacrifices of dogs, man. You peep how the animals the Lord had us sacrifice in our past, right? Was clean animals. They weren't dumb, retarded animals that would eat their own poop. You know what I'm saying? He would have a sacrifice a lamb, a dove, you know what I'm saying? A ram, a goat, right? These people sacrificing dogs. White people ain't no different than them damn Moabs. It's damn Asians. Gogi, that's a Korean food. You know what that is? That's Fido. They like eating Fido over there. I got a brother, he in Issachar over there. He right over there now. He tell me all the little exotic animals he love to eat. Squid. You know, I was at a restaurant on Storm in Jersey last weekend. You know what I'm saying? Or last week. You know what I'm saying? And I was with the oppressors, my boss and them. And we went on a company card. They ordered is it called calamari? Is that what squid is? They ordered, I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, what's that? It came to the joint. It looked like spiders on the plate. I'm like, what the hell y'all eat? Fried calamari. They said it's octopus or squid or something like that. I'm like, y'all nasty as hell. You don't want none? I'm like, hell no. Nah. You know what I'm saying? That thing looks so nasty on the plate. You know what I'm saying? But this is what these other nations like. These other nations are so damn nasty. They don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be having all types of hives and diseases and stuff. And be like, I don't know how I got this rash. I don't know how I got this disease. Just like when it comes to the COVID, they say it comes from the back. The Chinese over there, nah, it's not from us. They over there eating all types of diabolical foods. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And slapping women with the hides of the sacrificed animal.
So after they done sacrificed the dog, Fido getting slapped on what's a white Becky's behind. That's how freaked out it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody having sex and smacking each other with dead animals. This is nasty nonsense that these other nations do. You know what I'm saying? This is who we want to follow. And this is why I be so frustrated with brothers and sisters in the world, because it's like, why are you surprised when another sex scandal pops up from the politics, from the political world? Why are you surprised? What you thought they was not doing this? What you thought P. Diddy wasn't a freak bull? You ain't think T.D. Jakes was that evil? You ain't think he was a pedophile or abuser? How are you shocked? You chose to be blind. You chose to ignore the signs. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Young women choose names from an urn.
So an urn is like a vase, or like when you say urn, you think of how people put the ashes in the urn. All it is like a vase or an object to hold something, right? So they choose names like this. Will get to the orgy part. They choose names out of it, right? Go ahead.
Bachelors choose a name and pairing with the chosen woman.
Right. So now they pair with them chosen. Now this is why the white man like, because you know the white man got no flavor. He ain't got no game. So the only way he can get sex is by two ways. He's gonna force himself upon it, which is where you get your caveman, where he hits you with the what's you call them bats you always imagine a caveman with, and drag the white woman to his cave and take her. And then you got the second option he get, where he make it law, where you gotta have sex with me if you choose your name out of an urn. Like, that's a traditional thing this white man does. Like, oh yeah, it's New Year's Eve. You have to hook up with me. You know what I'm saying? We're under the mistletoe. You gotta give me a kiss. What they joke about in Israel? He said, don't they clown the brother that always be like, can I get a hug? That's the white man. That's the white man, because he ain't got no damn game. You know what I'm saying? But instead, he make these holidays and be like, well, I chose your name. You got to go put that tail up now. Now you got to come over to my tent. You know what I'm saying? We do it right now under the mistletoe. That's how freaky the white man is, because he ain't got no game. He got to force himself to get it. You know what I'm saying? With a black man, he got to fight the women off of him because he got so much damn game. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that? Give me the next one too, Cupid. We're gonna go into Cupid.
Okay. This is Cupid. It's like Cupid is the Roman god of love, who is most commonly associated with Valentine's Day.
Right. So Cupid is the Roman god of love for Valentine's Day. When you think of Cupid, think of the first. This goes into how the Christian church is really not of God, because when you look at those so-called Christian paintings of the angels and stuff, what do you see? You see babies with wings. You see babies with crossbows and swords. And now when you see Cupid, what is he holding? What does he look like? Does he look like a grown man with a crossbow? No, he is he's a baby with a crossbow and a damn diaper. You know what I'm saying? That is Cupid. But why is this also the same thing we see in these pictures and paintings of the so-called biblical depictions? It's because it's the same damn thing. When you worship, or when you do these holidays, you are worshiping the Roman gods. You are worshiping these Greek gods. So when you talk to a Christian, I just gave you ammo right there. You can break down Cupid easily. Right there. Oh, you celebrate Valentine's? Oh yeah, Cupid. All right, bet. And then you could just show them one of them churches in the Vatican. How the flying babies with angels. Oh, those are angels. Why the angels babies? What the hell? And then you pull up Cupid. Well, this is the same thing. Then you do a compare and contrast. You're going to get a lot of more comparing than contrasting. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the same things. This is a white man's culture. If you are a Christian in today's society, you are in a white man's culture. You know what I'm saying? You are in a white man's culture, and the white man don't even believe in it. He don't believe in forgive and forget. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe in that. Because you know what happened on 9/11, after 9/11? What's the president at that time? George Bush? Did them Marines march? Did we not drop into Iraq? Invasion of Iraq? You know how many bodies dropped? You know what I'm saying? I wish I could go pull some of my staff sergeants that was serving during those times. You know what I'm saying? They say it was the Wild Wild West. They say if you heard that a lot, this is why a lot of those early on invasion brothers and sisters that did the invasion of Iraq, they so messed up in the head is because they were literally killing people. Like that was the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? They literally was like, as soon as they hear a pop, they would shoot a minigun or a 50 cal. If you know anything about a 50 cal, it's tearing up the city. That thing ain't no joke. Like it go past your head, it's likely to give you a concussion. Now imagine that 50 cal spitting what 60 rounds a second. Babies, heads getting knocked off, bodies and all that getting knocked off. You know what I'm saying? That's the invasion of Iraq. But he done told you Christianity, right? George Bush was a Christian. He believed in God. So what happened on 9/11, forgive and forget with Osama? You know what I'm saying? But you had to go march. You had to go march after they killed your brother peacefully. While the white man, he marched. Oh yeah, he marched. He marched with them tanks, them howitzers. You know what I'm saying? That's an artillery gun if you don't know what that is. And that round ain't small. You need 3 people to carry that round. And you need about 4 people to operate that gun. They got mortars. Oh, and that M16. That M16 marched down in Iraq. That was George Bush's forgiveness, but that's what we follow. That's what we follow. So why are Christians telling us to be so peaceful and we just gotta love the white man? We gotta vote. We gotta vote. I don't remember there being a vote to invade Iraq. I don't remember there being a vote to invade Afghanistan. After white people done seen attack against their nation, it seemed like all white people joined together and was like, we have a common enemy. Everybody was sending their sons to war without a question. But with us, no, we be careful. It's the police, right? No, we got to forgive the white man. But at the same time, we telling them what the moms teach our sons. They teaching our sons, somebody hit you got to hit them back, right? Now your son fighting at school, a brother at school at that too. You know what I'm saying? We teach our kids to punch soon as they get offended. But when it comes to the white man, you have to forgive them. You have to. But he fighting in the hood. You got to make sure you defend yourself, son. He's selling drugs in the neighborhood. Make sure you got your gun. Oh, son, if you need anywhere to stay from your ops, stay here. You know what I'm saying? You can sell your drugs. It's okay. Like we encourage our children to keep selling drugs when we say, yeah, you can sell your drugs here as long as you do it. You know how many sisters I done ran into that allow their kids to literally sell drugs and do drugs in their house, and they don't do them, right? They were actually good people in the world, right? But they allowed their children to do it because it's a safe space. I create a safe space so they can do the drugs and I can watch them. Now the whole house smell like weed. You know what I'm saying? You could have been a good sister. You could have been a good brother. You know what I'm saying? But your whole house fell apart because you were scared of your children. That's what you should give me. Give me that scripture where it talks about children are their oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You scared of your kids. I remember I tried to talk to a sister like that. She was older too. You know how, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? She had a child, and that's one of the things she told me. I was taken back. I was like, what you say? A safe space. I remember when I tried to do drugs back in the world, my dad would have knock the hell out of me, especially in his house. Ooh-wee. And that is why the black father is needed. Because without the black father, you will be dealing drugs on Kensington. You know what I'm saying? You will be dealing drugs on Kensington thinking you about to make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even making enough for rent. For some reason, you selling these drugs, think you about to make a way. Ooh-wee. You got it?
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Children are their oppressors, man. You talk to anybody in the world today, they scared of their damn kids for some reason. We are allowed as a people. Don't talk about my house. Everybody be telling me I'm too strict in my house. But we allow our kids to just do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to bring up the story of the sister who just let her kid do drugs in her house because she said, what? I need to make sure she's doing drugs safely. Like, now you the scapegoat for other kids to come and do weed and perks and Zan, whatever. I don't even know no more what they doing now. The drugs done changed so much. I don't even think they doing whippets. You know how he's bringing up whippets for like a couple months? Are they even doing that anymore? I don't think that's a thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're doing now. You know what I'm saying? But you opened a door for that because you're scared of your kids. Your kids oppress you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even rule the house you pay a mortgage for. You pay rent on that apartment and your kid get to make the decisions. That is sad. You know what I'm saying? Go, what did it say about the women?
Oh God. And women rule over them. O my people, that they which lead thee cause thee to error.
Man, they that lead thee cause you to error. TD Jakes. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Well, you know, so crazy now. You know, the generation of U.P.K. before us, they could say the pastors and stuff. But our generation, it's not pastors that lead us now. It's the rappers. It's the influencers. It's the Kai Cenats. It's the streamers, the Kevin Harts. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the religious leaders no more. You know what I'm saying? It's these so-called entertainers. And you know what's so sad about that? Because now, I think somebody actually did a black, what do you call it? A black activist back in the day actually said this. He was like, in white culture, the leaders of the white community are political leaders. You know what I'm saying? You go to the black culture, our leaders are football players, singers, comedians, dancers. You know what I'm saying? And that is sad that our leaders in the black and Hispanic community are people that catch a ball for a living, are people that sing and dance, you know what I'm saying, shuck and jive for a living. And that's our leaders. You know what I'm saying? That is a sad instance for us. And it calls us to error. You know what I'm saying? Because where are sisters getting their advice for relationships from? Podcasts. And then guess what? Who's on those podcasts? Maybe Ari, what's her name? Ari Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? Who? Who Christian?
Christian men.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, they Christian men. But I'm trying to think of them celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Offset. You know what I'm saying? You got Fresh and Fit. Cooley. like Keita Rose. Those are the people that we listening to for relationship advice. You know what I'm saying? When their relationship is in shambles. You got like 3 baby fathers. I'm supposed to, as a sister, she's supposed to follow you in marriage? For marriage advice, for relationship advice, I'm supposed to follow you. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I'm supposed to listen to you, and you left every sister you ever got with. You had no stable relationship. You know what I'm saying? You have no stable relationship. You can't maintain a sister. You know what I'm saying? You a deviant. You a freak boy. You freak nasty. And then at that, what's so crazy about it, a lot of these black men influencers, they be having white wives like Cooley. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're supposed to tell me what a real man does. A real man stands with his people. A real man sits with his sisters and figure this out. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather war with a sister than go to bed with damn Becky. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna argue this thing out. And guess what? That makes the I guess sex way better too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? While Becky, it don't matter if she's happy, sad, or glad. That thing is dry. It's corny every time. Funny. You know what I'm saying? That thing is trash because ain't nobody compared to the sisters. And what's so funny, like, I don't know, you ain't bringing the Officer Yediah brought it out yesterday. What is it, Adam Clayton Powell, what he said? He said, we got sisters. He said, don't worry about the white chicks, baby. We got sisters from what? Dark charcoal to as white as chalk. You know what I'm saying? So you got the rainbow to choose from. You got all of these colors of sisters to choose from, and you still chose Becky. You still chose a dog with a 401k and a trust fund. When your sister right here, who's been with you since the trenches, since you ain't even have a name, you know what I'm saying? You ain't have a name at all, and she rocking with you. Think of how all these athletes, they always start out with sisters. You know what I'm saying? Cooking for them, doing all of these amazing things, and all these athletes still go, or not all, some of these athletes still go and find a white woman to be with. And that is sad. You know what I'm saying? That is sad. And that is how you know we are destroyed as a people. When you think your oppressor's daughter is better than your own sisters. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead with it. Where we at with it?
Come. We still let my people finish it.
Go ahead.
And destroy the way of thy path.
You know what I'm saying? They destroy the way of thy path. That makes me think of like a bridge that collapses under you. You think you about to cross, you know what I'm saying? You think you about to go the right way and the bridge automatically collapses under you. And now where you at? You in the bottomless pit. Now you in the dark. Now you over there wondering, who should I vote for next? You know what I'm saying? These is what the leaders lead you to. You know what I'm saying? They leading you, they telling you all like, just think about it. Martin Luther King said black and white was supposed to merge and become a society, right? Yeah, that was his dream, for black and white people to coexist. He led us down this path. And now where we at? We in the dark more than ever. We are destroyed more than ever. And he knew that was coming. You know what I'm saying? That's why they damn near assassinated him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Bible, and it's so heavy because the Bible said it before Martin Luther King did. You know what I'm saying? Their leaders led them to error and destroyed the path you go. Right? Was that on the Cupid, John?
Let's see where I stopped at. On the Cupid, I stopped at.
Go to the origins of Cupid. You see it?
No.
It's on that same John, on that same shot.
Okay, yeah. The origin of Cupid.
Uh-huh.
Cupid is a Roman counterpart of the Greek god Eros.
Right? So we starting to see a trend here. Romans got it from Greeks. Greeks got it from, lo and behold, Egypt. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why the Bible calls America Egypt so many times. Because a lot of these cultures, a lot of these religions, a lot of these things come from Egypt. You want to go even further, they come from Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. In Roman mythology, Cupid is the son of Venus, the goddess of love and beauty.
Ooh-wee. The goddess of love and beauty. You celebrating Valentine's Day and you are celebrating a God against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You are disrespecting God and still going to church. I don't remember this, but in the Christian church, do they decorate for Valentine's Day? I feel like they do. I know Catholic church did because I went to Catholic school. So I know they did. Did the Christian Baptist church, do they do that?
No.
Ooh-wee.
Well, Baptist, I know. I used to go to a Christian church and they definitely did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Just like they had that Christmas tree up in there. You know what I'm saying? Now you can literally go to your pastor and be like, listen, pastor, Cupid is a symbol for Valentine's Day, and he's a Roman god. What are we doing bringing Roman gods into our so-called temple, right? You brought a foreign god. And this goes into the story of, what's his name? Mattathias, right? Where he sacrificed the bull because they were trying to make sacrifices in the temple. He killed the bull on the altar because he was trying to sacrifice a pig on the altar. He got so damn mad, he killed them. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. They making sacrifices to these other gods and they so-called temples. Go ahead.
In Greek mythology, Eros was a handsome immortal who use gold arrows to make people fall in love.
It's the same thing Cupid did. So now that we know Cupid came from Rome, which should be common knowledge, we know where Cupid came from. Cupid came from Greek. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing, his same story. The Bible said there's nothing new under the sun, right? You know what I'm saying? So these same gods that's on this earth today was here before. And they're not living. You will not maintain a rib. For the brothers that's going to face this challenge, you know what I'm saying, of Valentine's Day, especially the young brothers, you're going to face this, you know what I'm saying, with your new rib, with your current rib, whatever it is going on. If she is requiring you to buy Valentine's Day, whatever, to stay with her, I can't tell you that. Never mind. She just don't fall for it. Don't fall for that gaslighting. That's the word I've been using lately. Don't fall for that nonsense. Go ahead.
There's some true colors come out now.
That's what I'm saying. I want to say, you know what I want to say, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you can't tell them that. But be prepared.
Don't get her gifts.
Right. Don't get her gifts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the nonsense of peer pressure. That's what you would call that. Peer pressure. Because she is trying to peer pressure you. You know what I'm saying? She is trying to peer pressure you into sinning against the Most High. And you can't be too mad because that's how she was raised. She was raised like that. That's why I said you got a war with her. Press your forehead against hers. It's time to go to war. You a man. Man up. You know what I'm saying? Fight with her about it. Argue. You know what I'm saying? Go to war about some box of chocolates that you didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Go to war about some flowers that you got every day before this day. And now she got an attitude because you didn't get it today. It's okay to go to war about those things. Go ahead. Was that it on that?
The evolution, you know, that of Cupid image. The Hellenistic period, arrows began to be portrayed as a chubby child.
Shit, yeah.
Evolution of Cupid image. In the Hellenistic period, arrows began to be portrayed as a chubby child.
So now this is when they start painting these angels as babies. Chubby babies too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the white man is so... I know why, because he's a natural... What do you call pedophiles? Abusers. He's a natural abuser. Right? You can't say pedophile?
That's only like TikTok and stuff, right? Yeah, you can say that's a
pedophile? All right, bet. He is a natural pedophile. For some reason, he wants to paint his angels, even his damn God, as a baby. What is going on with this man? This is the beast that you follow. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Okay. The Romans depicted Cupid as a winged infant or pudding.
Ooh-wee. He nasty. You know what I'm saying? This is why the Lord has to come back and chop that head off. What is a putty? Like, you gonna look it up? What is a putty? I'm scared to look it up. It's gonna put a virus on my phone or something. You know what I'm saying? He likes to paint. You know.
It's like real quick. You know what you saying and bringing out is so heavy. Like I think because like the whole spirit of the Valentine's Day is like an urge of sexual desire. It don't matter what you believe in. This gives you the opportunity to prove to somebody else how much you care about. Whether you in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, you get to actually express yourself, your sexual desire, or your want to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because of this holiday, and it don't really bother anybody because you can be in a relationship and go tell somebody you got a Valentine outside the relationship. You know what I mean? It's so heavy what you're bringing out. It's bringing up the spirit. Exactly what you're going into. It's revealing the spirit of what Valentine's Day is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you saying so heavy because this is around the time where people get freak nasty. I don't know why. This is the time I remember when I was in the world. This is the time you ask your crush. Like you tell your crush whenever you want to tell him. Like you a whole punk the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? But Valentine's Day, hey, I've been wanting to terrify this whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the only thing you did was soften the blow with a box of chocolates and flowers. Like, you done wrote it on a pretty note. You know what I'm saying? You done made these things sound I won't say not wicked, but it's wicked regardless, because you ain't really like the sister for the sister. You just like it because the body or whatever nonsense you like it for, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? You rib her for whatever. You know what I'm saying? When you get a chance in the thing. Exodus 12 and 2. You trying to get me faded. We're going to the
Exodus 12 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Come. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 2. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Oh, Salaki, that's the wrong John. I deleted the wrong one. Amos 5 and 21.
Amos 5 and 21.
Yeah.
Come. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
The Lord hates Valentine's Day. The Lord hates when you want to cook up some damn chocolate and what sisters be making? Do sisters cook on Valentine's, or men are supposed to cook on Valentine's Day? Niggas got emotional over that. He got straight fed up with that shit.
It don't got nothing to do with the man. It's just another example. It's just another excuse to worship a woman.
Right.
Ooh-wee. So the man in his underwear cooking, serving his he making lamb chops and all that. The boy never touched the kitchen all year. You know what I'm saying? Now he in the kitchen cooking on Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'm about to say he making heart pancakes in the jug. Like, you looking goofy as hell right now. Hey, babe. Strong as hell. He look crazy. Read that from the top.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
And it's so spiritual how you start to realize, at least when you grow in the truth, you start to realize why the Most High is against most of these holidays. Because a lot of these holidays don't give a damn about the black man, for real.
Right.
Like Christmas, oh, dad, here go a pair of socks, a tie. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got for Christmas. Macaroni art. If you get your rib macaroni, you get her a belt or a tie or whatever nonsense, she catching an attitude. Now you at war with your rib because you ain't get the right gift. You got to get her Louis Vuitton, all this. Go ahead.
And what I'm saying is heavy because even the day that's supposed to be for the men, it's just weak.
Yeah.
Tired.
What's that day? Father's Day. Right. I remember seeing the episode of Everybody Hates Chris, and he basically explained it. Back then, he said Mother's Day is extravagant. Flowers and posters everywhere. You're supposed to go out for Mother's Day. But Father's Day, they like, it's what? Get your father some socks or something. Don't get him something meaningless. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so heavy, because it's like a spiritual thing, because America don't give a damn about men. They want to worship a goddamn woman, or at least they want you to worship a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we found out in this election season, the white women want a man to rule them.
Right.
They want Donald Trump in that office. They preferred him over Hillary Clinton. They preferred him over what's the broad name? Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? And Joe Biden. They didn't give a damn if Kamala had white inside of her or whatever. Yes, they don't give a damn if she was East Indian. They wanted a white man in power. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who she knows her head is. You know what I'm saying? While sisters, you fell for the trap.
Right.
You done fell for the bamboozle. You know what I'm saying? And now you over there scrambling and looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy is they still tried to push an agenda of hating black men and hating black women, because it was 74% of black men that voted for Kamala, and they still tried to say black men were the reason why they lost. You know what I'm saying? While white women was at like a 40 or 50%. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing your true enemy is your counterpart in the so-called women's lib movement. In that feminism movement, that white woman hates you more than you think the black man hates you. That white woman enjoys it when she sees those statistics of black women going to them abortion clinics. She enjoys it. She's cheering you on because she likes knowing that you are killing another black life. Just like how Donald Trump's like knowing when when white cops are killing black men. That is the same exact feeling those white women get when you abort those babies. You know what I'm saying? They want the extermination. I did not bring it up the other week of how abortion started in America. Margaret Sanger, you know what I'm saying? The Negro Project, exterminate. This is what literally came out of her mouth. The extermination of the Negroes. Like, she wants us gone. That's who the founding mother, one of the founding mothers of the damn feminism movement is. So now I just gave brothers advice on when you find a little rib out there and she starts talking about feminism, as soon as she say that, I will run. As soon as she say that, because that spirit on that feminism nonsense is Margaret Sanger. She wants to see Black and Hispanic men destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't go nowhere near her since they're doing that nonsense because she is lost. I will wait till she heals, right? Ain't that what they say now? You need to heal, right? Where we at with that?
Verse, I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
So for all you that's about to cook this extravagant meal with the lamb chops or the lamb leg hanging off the jaw or the pancakes piled high in heart shapes or whatever, he's not trying to smell none of that. I don't give a damn how many seasonings, how much syrup, how many chocolate chips you put in your damn pancakes. He don't want to smell it. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting to the Most High. That thing is like because you're totally disrespecting your father. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? You make a sacrifice, or you make like a how would you put it in today's where you like try to celebrate something that's against your father, that your father told you not to do, and you expect your father to clap you on, oh, like you're LGBTQ son, and you expect your father to come to a gay parade with you. That's what it is to the Most High. You expect the Most High to look down and be like, well, he made the heart shape real nice and sharp. He made the lamb chops real seasoned. I like it. Even though it's disrespecting me. I created him. I gave him the spirit. I gave him the gift to whatever gift you got in the world. You can dance, rap, basketball. You can, whatever the gift the Lord gave you. And you still disrespect him. You expect him to look down and be like, I enjoy these pancakes you made. No. The Lord won't even smell in these solemn assemblies. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about the heart-shaped hotel room that you got for your rib. He don't give a damn about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you are disrespecting him as a father. He gave you these laws, statutes, and commandments for a reason. So you can be a part of a great nation. Instead, you want to be a part of America. You know what I'm saying? In a $1 trillion deficit. You know what I'm saying? Who falls under, what's it? Israeli or whatever you call that nation. You know what I'm saying? Who you fall under Trump. Trump, you talking about a rapist? Your president is a rapist. That's who you want your leader to be. You know what I'm saying? And this is why if you follow America, you're going to die. I'm going to just put it bluntly. You know what I'm saying? You want to follow America's ways, you are going to die. You know what I'm saying? You are going to end up a victim. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be saved, you have to come in here in the I.S.U.P.K under commanding Joe YAHANNA. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's heavy because the scripture says, woe to them that go down to Egypt.
Pull it. Right. I like that one too. You know what I'm saying? You want to follow America to its death. You know what I'm saying? But I thought growing up, they tell you what, is he going to jump off a bridge? Are you going to jump too? That's what it seemed like Blacks and Hispanics we've been doing. America has been jumping off a bridge and we have been following them senselessly. What they say the problem is now? Mexicans are the problem in America. We hate Mexicans too. Excuse me? You're talking about Jose that been cutting your lawn, picking your oranges, picking your fruit, that puts the fruit in your damn market. He's the issue? You know what I'm saying? They said what? Blacks was the issue. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Blacks is lazy as hell. It's black people talking about black people lazy. Going through you came from the same damn hood them other brothers came from. You talking about they lazy as hell like you ain't know he grew up in a crack-ridden house. Not knowing that and it was so crazy. You went to college and all that, succeeded in life and all of that, and you would still look down on the brothers you came up with. You will still look down on them, knowing damn well CIA put crack in the fucking hood. I mean, damn, Slakia, in the hood. In the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's the so-called white man. The government puts crack and guns in the hood. These are federal court cases. Am I lying? Can you not Google this? It's federal court cases that the so-called white man had to fight in damn Supreme Court and was guilty. Went to jail for like 4 years. Put crack in our neighborhoods that destroyed families. You know what I'm saying? But you want to say black people are the problem. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till the heroin epidemic is over and they talk about how white people are the problem then too. How the opioid epidemic was the cause of Asians and white people. Because I know damn well Moab is the cause of this. I just don't want to say it yet. You know what I'm saying? Perks and all that. Go ahead, pull it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in the chariots, because they are many, and horsemen, because they are very strong.
Right.
But
Read from the top.
not.
Read from the top. Woe to them, right? Woe means destruction. Destruction to them. Go ahead.
God. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Egypt, you know what? I just brought it out earlier. Egypt is America. You go to Egypt, America for help, right? Keep going.
And stay on horses and trust in the chariots.
You know what a horse stands for? Well, back then, a horse stood for stature, like you was somebody. You know what I'm saying? Think of the movie Django. What did Samuel Jackson when he seen Django on the horse? Who that nigga on that neigh, right? Because if you was on a horse, you was somebody. You wasn't a slave. You wasn't a peasant, right? So woe to them, because they stay on horses and all that, right? Keep going.
And trust in chariots, because they are many.
Because they have all of this extravagant military might, right? America's rich, even though they so-called in debt, right? They rich as hell, right? Elon Musk over here, they trillions of dollars of rich, you know, and it was so crazy. We rich because of slaves. You rich because the Mexicans go in the fields for pennies. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why America's rich. You know what I'm saying? America ain't rich because the white man so-called was climbing steel towers or whatever they try to push in New York. They not rich because white men built damn twin towers. They not rich because of that. They rich because they got rich off of that cotton, right? They got rich off of them Native Americans, right? They got rich off of that crack that they was selling in the neighborhood. They got rich off of them Hispanics that tried to come over here and make a better life for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Pulling themselves up out of bootstraps, right? And picking their fruit for American consumers, right? That's how America got rich. They didn't get rich off of any type of hustle that the black and Hispanic man ever had to do out here, right? Because you think you're not getting nowhere because you're not hustling enough. And the white man just hustled way more than black people. In reality, the white man is just the greatest thief you ever known on the face of the earth. That's why he's so damn rich. He just became real good at scamming. You know how them Nigerians, they say Nigerians are so good at damn scamming, the white man even better. You know what I'm saying? You know, the one of them founders of them Bitcoins, or one of them, what's them thing called? Them cryptocurrencies. He got out of jail, right? I think he made a couple million off of, I forget what his cryptocurrency was called. It's a whole documentary on him. Go ahead. Oh man, don't even get, you're not gonna go for days on that military stuff. Yo, that's why Trump trying to go over there in Gaza now. Right. He trying to get them oil. He trying to get them oil barrels. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? Because Saudi Arabia tried to push America away from the oil because they trying to deal with Russia. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I love it because it's so poetic how the Lord is moving the earth right now. On how he's trying to draw everybody into that Middle East area. Ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying? They're going to write plays about this in the kingdom. There's going to be plays about this in the kingdom. And guess what? If you hearing the truth now, there's going to be a story about you. You know what I'm saying? Because you chose to be different. You chose to be better than that damn dope dealer on the corner and go with the American policy or the American ideal. You didn't want the damn white picket fence with the gold retriever dog and that white woman wife. You ain't want that White House. You decided to stay in the trenches and talk to your brothers and sisters. You decided to deal with your brothers and sisters that deal with demons every day. They deal with schizophrenia, crack addiction, weed addiction, perk addiction, heroin. You decided to deal with them. So guess what? You get to gain a story in this so-called this book. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you recognize these names to this day. You know what I'm saying? Elijah, David, Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? These names is known today. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be you because you decided to make a difference. You didn't want to be just the quote unquote Negro in America. You wanted to be different. You want to be better. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to be a part of the Martin Luther King movement, which is going to dissipate. You can't. I could pull a young boy off the street today. They will not know what Martin Luther King did. I guarantee you, they will not understand what his whole movement was about. They just going to understand I have the day off from school because that's all I knew. I didn't give a damn what he did. I just knew I didn't have to see that white lady in my Catholic school. And that was the best thing about Martin Luther King. And that is why it's so important for Black and Hispanic men to come into the truth, because we need to bring every Black and Hispanic man under Christ back in them households. You know what I'm saying? Because that is where we failed as a community. That is where we failed as a nation. When we decided to separate the Black man and Hispanic man from the Black and Hispanic woman. When we decided that we didn't need each other. When we decided that we were enemies. And that is why we decide as young black men that we need to kill each other before thinking about how we voting for this white man in office. You decided that this white man is good to lead you, but you wanted to take this man's life because of what? He sell weed on a certain corner? You know what I'm saying? He dissed you on Twitter? Like, you know, back in the day, like early 2000s, it used to be over colors and blocks. I don't even know what it's over now. Especially in Philly. Ain't nobody really selling drugs like that no more. You ain't making no money, at least, off of drugs like that no more. Go ahead.
I think the beef is dealing with the rap groups
now. Now it's rap groups. Ooh-wee. You see how insane that sounds? Even though the stupidity of the Crips and the Bloods and the dope money, you destroying your own neighborhood, now is about rapping. That's nonsense. Now you mad and you got to take somebody's life over what he said. Go ahead.
Somebody comment. I don't know if you want to deal with him or not. The Tempest, his name is Temple Abdul.
Abdul is crazy. You sound like you're a Mason and a Muslim at the same time.
He said, you live in delusion. Islam is the only truth. The Quran is the only sanctioned word.
That's funny because don't what's it called? The Quran say that Israel is the where the true prophets come from. So how I'm in delusion? Go ahead.
He said sanctioned word of Allah, and you're destined for fire if you don't accept Muhammad.
He sound like a damn Christian. This is how you know Islam and Christianity is the same. He said you destined for fire. You're going to hell. Ooh-wee, bro. You need to go get help. You need to go to a therapist. That's what you need to do. You need to go talk to somebody about your problems because you were abused when you're young. You got a drug addiction, obviously. Go ahead.
He wanted to accept Lester.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You telling me the only truth is a molester, right? Muhammad, the one that was married to a 9-year-old? 6-year-old. Ooh-wee. That's who I'm supposed to follow. The person that written the Quran was a molester. He was also sleeping with little boys. When you go read it, how I forget, I think his wife's name was like Adisha or whatever the 9-year-old was. She was washing semen off of his garments or his outfits because he was sleeping with men. That's how freaked out Muhammad was. And he was beating her. So you want me to follow a homosexual, pedophile, and a woman beater. That's who Islam is. Go ahead.
He was illiterate too.
He was a what?
He was illiterate.
He couldn't write. That's who I'm supposed to follow. Ooh-wee. Yeah, you need help. You must got some type of disease or something. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Is this a brother?
It don't really show.
I hope it's not a brother. I hope, because you sound like you sick in the head. You know what I'm saying? The Bible will say don't forsake your damn doctor. So don't do it. You sound like you need help. Go take your medication.
Oh,
He's a what?
If I could.
Go ahead.
He's definitely loony. He says, being 6 back then was like being 30 today.
Yeah. I ain't never heard that before.
Yeah.
He can't be done. He can't be Israel the way he just said that nonsense. Go ahead.
Everybody that follows Islam, they always say that.
You sick in the head if you believe in that. Go ahead.
Just what changed? Like what made it?
What changed to make her 30 now? Like what? Why is my daughter 6 now and back then she was 30? What the mentality? Like what? Is she not 6 in the brain still? Like You sick in the head. That's what it is. I'm about to call the police on you. What's his name? I'm about to really call the police on you. You sound like you need the police called on you because you sound like a predator. You know what I'm saying? I can't even ask you the question the other brothers he asked you, like, would you let your daughter? Because it sound like he would. Like, go ahead.
Like he's saying this by Allah. He said, I don't apologize for anything sanctioned by Allah. So they God made him do that.
At least you strong sticking by your God. See how long that lasts. Go to what's that state called? Shit. Go to Afghanistan right now. See if you can follow their laws. See if you can find a rib over there too. Yes, or if you got one, bring her over there. This would kill me about sisters that try to be Islam over here. Like that sister that went over there trying to run stuff. She was like, I want to change all of this. Yo, in one of them videos, it seemed like they was behind the camera with AKs, like, yo, you better say this. In that last video, she's like, yeah, I want to go back home. And yeah, because they don't play that. Like, I remember seeing all types of nonsense on the IR cameras and stuff. Go ahead.
If I could too, look at it, because over there, the women don't speak out like that.
They don't. You're not even supposed to show your face. They will kill you if you do that.
She just showing how destroyed America is making our people a woman, period.
How delusional is making our sisters. You don't think you so damn queen-like that you went over there to the most, what they call it, misogynistic country you could ever go to. Like, they literally stone you for having your ankles out. They dress their women up like ninjas. You know what I'm saying? And say, you a whore for having your ankles out. That's Islam. You know what I'm saying? They took our culture and put extremes on it. You know what I'm saying? They done turned women into, and it's so crazy because that Muhammad stuff, they believe in it because they sleep with young boys over there. Chai boys. That's what chai boys are. It's little boys that men sleep with. You know what I'm saying? So the culture of so-called Allah and Muhammad is the culture of pedophilia. If you believe in Islam, you believe in pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say you thought it was so wise because you learned it from some Negro in prison or somebody in the jail cell. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so heavy when I forget who told me it's a jailhouse religion, because you don't know nothing about the damn how Muhammad was married to a 6-year-old. You don't even know nothing how they act over there. You just following a brother that was in the jails who you thought was wise, who you thought had an education. Go ahead.
If you ever asked a brother a question about Islam, they all say the same thing. I gotta get back on my deen.
Yo, you be hanging in the hood too.
Like,
yo,
he be guarded up and everything. It's like,
yo, what's the point? Why you seem so devout? You say you sound like you on. It looked like you on your deen every day. You in a little robe and the dress and all that. You know what I'm saying? You saying all the sayings, whatever they say. You know what I'm saying? You sound like you on your deen, but you're not. What scripture was we on?
We're at the end of Isaiah 31. Go down to Egypt.
All right, finish it off.
This is the end of Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Because they are very strong, but they look not unto the holy ones of Israel.
Right, you believe in America so much, and it is so prevalent to today's society and how they look at the I.S.U.P.K. Because who's the majority ones that argue with us? You know what I'm saying? At camp speakings, as soon as they see an oppressor kissing our boot, it's not a white person. It's like no, it's a brother or sister. A brother or sister is trying to battle us for a white man kissing our boot. You know what I'm saying? You believe in America so much that you can't stand the fact that black men are being worshipped or praised.
Right.
You can't stand it that we look powerful. You can't stand it so much that your demons come out. I remember being at camp one time, a brother took his shirt off, tried to throw a chair at us and all that. Police arrested him. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can't stand. Read that again, that verse, that part.
But they look not unto the holy ones of Israel.
You don't want to look into the priests and prophets of the Most High. You want to look into the American politicians. You want to look into who we look into now. Who's the most popular? Clarence and what's that shorty name? Queen, Chris Sales. You want to look into all of them but you don't want to look to the priests and prophets. You know what I'm saying? Our house is in order. You know what I'm saying? Our brotherhood is in order. You know what I'm saying? You ain't talked to your mother or father because you had an art with them for so many years. No, I'm good. I'm gonna finish the class out and then get some. You ain't talked to your mother or father for years because you had an art with them. We have protocols off of the scripture to deal with our brothers and sisters because we have problems with them. You know what I'm saying? You scared of confrontation. Men in I.S.U.P.K, we deal with it. Sisters too. Sisters is synonymous with brotherhood. It's the same thing. We teach our brothers and sisters how to deal with each other. While in the Christian church, you are taught to avoid each other. You say, I don't F with him. Right? You know, I don't F with him. I don't want to deal with him because he made me mad. He put hot sauce in my chicken the one time and I ain't want it. I told him I ain't want it. You know how you sound as a man when you say that too? You sound like a bee. You know what I'm saying? A female dog. That's how you sound. And that's all who feel in the Christian church. And I feel bad because there's a whole bunch of young black men and Hispanic men that's in there and they think that's manhood. They think that's how they're supposed to be as a man. There's a whole bunch of sisters in there that think, you know, so crazy, that think they can go to the club and be whores or whatever, and then go to church on Sunday and believe that there's nothing wrong with it. They believe there's nothing wrong with it. They believe I can sell drugs during the rest of the week and go to church on Sunday and I'm forgiven. I can't stand you. and then I'm forgiven. You know what I'm saying? When you don't even want to make the change in your life. You know what I'm saying? You so pent up and trying to get this money and do all this, but you can't even change the fact that you smoke every day. You smoke weed every damn day. You have to celebrate these holidays. You have to celebrate Valentine's Day because you're scared to tell your woman no. You know what I'm saying? I get it. We all was troopers at one point. You calling whoever was your ranking officer at the time. Hey, how do I tell my rib I don't celebrate this? Or how do I, we all been there. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it show you how powerful the I.S.U.P.K is. You know what I'm saying? Because we teach men how to be men. Right. What you mean? What you mean you scared? Ain't you a man up? And automatically, everybody got that talk from Kevin Kai. That put that battery in your back. They said, yeah, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? You pop up like you be chilling on the floor, and then you be like, what? You know what I'm saying? He feel like he challenged your manhood. Now you in your rib. Hey, get in here. Go ahead.
Like, after that talk with Captain Kai, she'll be like, what's wrong with you?
Right. Now you grabbing a bag of chips like this. Your masculinity through the roof. That's what I'm saying. Now, U.P.K teach you how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't over here setting a hotel room up full of hearts and Cupid arrows and nonsense with roses. You know what I'm saying? You ain't weak. You know what I'm saying? And it's so powerful because he teach you how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? He was the father or the big brother that you never had growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's what you needed. And that's what a lot of these young brothers needed. That's why it's so important what we doing in the I.S.U.P.K, because a lot of black men need these older brothers and need these father figures. Because, well, we see the epidemic with single motherhood, right? And then we see the epidemic with brothers getting raised by the streets. And obviously, both of them are wrong. And third option, you see them raised by the Christian church. They coming out sodomites. You know what I'm saying? By the boatloads. It seemed like they outnumbering heterosexuals. You know what I'm saying? The straight men. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing a post where it was like, when you still the last straight man standing. Like, it seemed like in America, it's abnormal to be straight now. Like, to like a woman is abnormal. You know what I'm saying? It's so abnormal. They try to, they push it heavily in the Christian church to say something like, you can't lust after a woman. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to say ill? Cooties? Like, that's what the Christian church say. Like, no. And then you go to a sister and be like, I don't want to lust after you. She gonna walk away from you. She gonna think you're a lame. She gonna treat you, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you fall into the Christian church. What scripture? We done with that scripture? That was Matthew 6 and...
Nah, that was Isaiah 31 and 1.
Give me Amos 8 and 10.
Yeah,
we're gonna turn these feast days into morning.
8 and 10.
Yeah, because we celebrate these holidays and wonder why so many tragic things happen on these holidays. You know what I'm saying? Tragic things happen on these holidays all the time. Like I always bring out how E. Burbank got shot. It's supposed to be Ramadan coming up too. I don't know what the date is. Funny. I need to start keeping track of that Islam stuff because that's what majority of people in Philly do. So you need to keep track of Ramadan because that's like damn near what Easter was to Christians. Because everybody put the flyest robe on and it looked gay as hell. He got a pink robe, Balenciagas, Shorty got Louboutin. That's why it's so crazy because you go over there and try to wear that stuff over in the Middle East, they will chop your ankles off and let you hang from your ankles. Like they will literally do that to you. Because what the hell you doing not wearing open-toed sandals? What you doing with wearing? What is this sister doing wearing Balenciagas and yoga pants with the headscarf on? Why are you showing your figure? They would have chopped your body up. They would have thrown stones at you like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know we destroy it too. Because we think we know something. You know what I'm saying? We do it and then look stupid doing it. Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 10. And I will turn your feast into mourning.
So I always pull this scripture on holidays because it described like when did I put it last? Was it New Year's? New Year's. Because that was when we had was it the shooting or the bull? Yeah, he drove into a crowd of people and then continued to shoot people. That was New Year's. That's the Most High turning your feast days into mourning. I thought New Year's was supposed to be about new beginnings. Imagine how many people was in that bar that he drove into or whatever, thinking, oh yeah, this year gonna be my year. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start the year off right. And all you hear is a car crash or hit people, and now they shooting into the crowd. And now you feel a hot sensation in the middle of your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted to celebrate these false holidays, these pagan holidays. You know what I'm saying? The Most High done sent these things because you're not serving him. You serving the white man when you celebrate New Year's. Now we in what? February, Valentine's Day. You about to celebrate Valentine's Day. It's going to be something that happens. It's going to be something that happens. A boyfriend kills his girlfriend because he found out she was cheating. It's going to be something tragic that happens because you didn't want to listen to the Most High. You decided to put Cupid over the Most High. You decided to put a baby in a diaper over a living God. You know what I'm saying? A God that's for you. That's how stupid we are as a people. This is why the Bible calls blacks and Hispanics stiff-necked. Like we want to literally worship a baby in a diaper shooting arrows and think that's how we find love. Valentine's Day is when we supposed to express our love for other people, like my Officer Barzal brought out. This is when people express their lust for other people. You know what I'm saying? In reality, you done caught diseases. Actually, that's what I should have looked up. How many diseases is caught, or what's a proper term to say for that? How many? Go ahead.
Sexual transaction infections or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next class. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna do my research on it. How many sexual how many people in the damn urgent care for them damn shots after Valentine's Day? Because you done planned this out all year. He said, I'm gonna get the West End Hotel. I got about 30 roses. I'm gonna pick the petals out. I got the card ready. I got my brothers to do a little Temptations dance as soon as she get out of work. You know what I'm saying? I got the boom box ready. We about to be set. I'm gonna get her. I ain't talked to her all year, but I'm gonna get her. She don't know I like her, but I'm gonna get her. And Shorty give you the craziest disease you ain't never. She give you super gonorrhea. You know what I'm saying? And now you in a hospital crying for your life. That's the Lord. That's the Lord, because you done thought you can celebrate a white man's holiday and get what you wanted. When you had the whole year to get, pursue this woman. You know what I'm saying? This is why in the Bible it tells you men in the I.S.U.K, we lions, right? We pursue women naturally, right? Because we attracted to women. You so scared and fragile, you scared to get hurt and denied. You know what I'm saying? So you wait till Valentine's Day to do it. You weak as hell. You weak as hell. I'm just telling you what it is, because I'm a man. A man is supposed to tell you how to be a man, and you following women on how to be a man. In reality, you didn't fell for the trap. You didn't fell, and now you effeminate. And this is where you get them brothers with the podcasts. Now they want to do all these podcasts talk about they hate black women. Now black women is the biggest issue in America. You know what I'm saying? When Becky been scamming football players, basketball players, golf players. Tiger Woods' wife was white, was she not? But black women are the biggest gold diggers, right? Oh, all right, I thought so. I guess so, right? But black women is the biggest issues. Coolio got not Coolio, what's his name? Cooley. He got a white wife, but he hates black women. We seen that. He hates black people, period. He hates himself, right? We seen that. We seen that live. That was crazy to see live with Captain Zariah. I was watching it real time. I was like, ain't no way he doing this right now. Ain't no way he demonstrating this. And then when the boy said he got a white wife, I was like, it makes sense now. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to portray portray black men like we not hard workers. Like we don't like working. Like we don't get money. Like we lazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a game they try to play. It's a game they try to play. They try to portray us like we ain't nothing. All we do is smoke weed, rub our feet together, eat water. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. When you look back into the Jim Crow era where they got the comics of black people, right? You'll see a black man rubbing his feet together, eating watermelon, spitting watermelon seeds. It's the same thing they got us doing today. You know what I'm saying? You got the shucking and jiving Negroes in the upper echelon rapping and making these videos and movies. Bug-eyed. I mean, think of all our black comedians. Every time they tell a joke, it's always talking about us, and they always got to bug their eyes out. It's the same nonsense to down our people. But when they talk about white people, they talk about how they cool. Oh, he a good leader. He said, Donald Trump? Yeah, I like Donald Trump. He's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But black people, I can't stand black people. You know what I'm saying? Black men, we just suck at everything. But somehow every invention under the sun was made by a black man or black woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even have Jack and Coke without a black man. And that is one of the most consumed drinks. Like, if you're not a drinker, like I'm a Scotch guy. I like my expensive drinks. So if you're not a drinker, the most common, or you don't know what you want, the most common thing you're going to get is a Jack and Coke. You won't go in the bar, like, I don't know what I want. Let me just get a Jack and Coke real quick while I think on it. Like, that's a Negro like drink. You know what I'm saying? That's something that a Negro created. You know what I'm saying? But you want to think black men ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we want to say sisters ain't nothing, right? But who sent the so-called white man to the moon? Who was the first computers before NASA had a computer? The black woman. And you want to know so heavy about them sisters? They had husbands. They had black husbands that they respected. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go home. Salagia. They didn't go home and be like, I sent the white man to the moon. You got to obey me. You know what I'm saying? Those were sisters that was humble. They loved their man. They didn't go home and think, I'm independent now because I sent the white man to the moon. They didn't do none of that. And that's the true spirit of blacks and Hispanics. That is our natural state. Right now, we living in an oppressed state, an enslaved state, where we believe we're supposed to be without each other. In reality, we need each other. You know what I'm saying? I remember the general brought it up a while ago. He said, I don't know what to do in a grocery store. And I agree. I can't go to the grocery store. Me and the Thun be in the grocery store be for an hour just looking for the bread aisle. Arguing. No, I thought it was here. I know, she said, that's me. I remember I tried Instacart one time. I was in that joint for like 5 hours trying to figure out what this joint wanted. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I could cook, but I can't touch the kitchen like my rib. My rib can touch the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that we just good at. And sisters is just good at certain things. And brothers, they definitely good at certain things. Like a woman, she not good at conflict. I don't give a damn if you think you're the most aggressive woman there is. You're not good at war. You know what I'm saying? That man, I don't give a damn if he was the weakest man that was in high school. I guarantee you he is better and stronger than that sister. Any of them. You know what I'm saying? Give him the right tools, he's going to know warfare. You know what I'm saying? And that is the purpose of the man. He is to lead. He is to make decisions. That is his job. You know what I'm saying? But the white man will tell you, no, it's a woman's job. You know what I'm saying? You listen to T.D. Jakes, he'll tell you Adam was a woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? Any excuse to flip the roles. Somehow Adam and Eve is a woman's story and no man in sight. You know what that sounds like? 2020 BLM. What was their slogan? We are here for the black woman, the black child, and the other. Black man, not in sight. That's the agenda they push. They don't want the black men to be in the household because you know what happens? You'll get similarities of what was happening during the 70s. Revolution. Black revolution. You know what I'm saying? Black revolution comes up because what? Black men start to realize certain things. They're not the weaker vessel like the Bible depicts the black women as. They're not so easily bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? Instead, we got women leading us. And you know what happens when you got a black man there? Hey, babe, we're not going to go this way. We're not going to vote for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris does this and this and that, and it's a trap. Let's go this way instead. Let's start our own nonsense. That's not nonsense, but our own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Following Kamala Harris, I get it. She says your body is yours and abortion and LGBTQ. It sounds nice, babe, but let's look at the long-term effects of these things. STDs, abortions cause you to not have babies, breast cancer, all types of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Now let's look at the other options. We can start raising our babies. Let's start programs to help women that have babies without leadership. You know what I'm saying? Let's create a safe space for them. Instead, we decide to give that up to the government, the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you have black men in power. You have actual leadership. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they told you a woman is supposed to lead you. And that's what the Bible tells us. Women are your what? Your head or your oppressor or whatever. That's what happened when you will destroy people. What scripture did that we was on?
The scripture is on Amos chapter 8, verse 10.
Did we finish it? Go ahead.
Come. And all your songs into lamentations.
All your songs into lamentations. If you know anything about the Bible, the book of Lamentations is a very, very sad story. First off, Lamentations is when they was cooking up babies. You know what I'm saying? Babies that died, they would put them in the oven and eat them. Right? Because I think it was the Roman Empire that surrounded us. Was it Rome or Greek? It was one of them empires that surrounded us that caused us to starve out. So we started eating our own children. It was a sad time, right? So he caused your songs to be in lamentation. You were very sad in these songs. And you know what's happening today? Our babies are dying. How many, I mean, we bring it up all the time, how the mother cry is the most, I won't say acknowledged, but it's something you can hear. Like every black person heard that black woman cry after her son is dead on the street, right? Everybody heard that before. That cry is like something that touches the heart because she done lost her baby. You know what I'm saying? These songs are for lamentations. How many times we gonna hear somebody start singing in the crowd of people because they so damn sad? You know what I'm saying? You wanted to celebrate these holidays and now you done lost your baby on 4th of July, on Eid Burbank, right? Because they shot up Eid Burbank last year. You know what I'm saying? On New Year's. You know what I'm saying? How many people were singing songs of lamentation during New Year's this year? Because they done lost their sister, their mother, their father, their sons. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans. That's what it was. It was a New Orleans shooting. I think it was an army vet that shot up a crowd at Bourbon Street or something like that. You know what I'm saying? For New Year's. You thinking you about to start the so-called year fresh. You done lost your life celebrating that holiday. And this is why the Lord tells us we shouldn't be celebrating those things, because he is trying to tear down the whole facade of America. And you celebrating it, you're going to get caught in the crossfire. You're going to get caught in these plagues, these curses. You know what I'm saying? When the minute I.S.U.P.K, we ain't have to worry about that. Right? We ain't have to worry about a mass shooting, because we didn't go shoot fireworks and get drunk and try to kiss the nearest person to us at 12 o'clock. That wasn't our goal on January 1st. Our goal was to make sure we was able to wake up January 1st for work. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't celebrate these holidays. Was that it on that scripture? Go ahead.
Come. And I will bring up sackcloth, it's like sackcloth, upon all loins.
Right? Sackcloth is what So you got to think of our culture. Back in the day, right? We used to wear sackcloth when we were in mourning. So like say somebody died in your family, a child or something, right? You would wear sackcloth so people would know that you was in mourning, you was grieving, right? Sackcloth is like, I would call it what we wear today, damn near, right? Compared to what rich people wear. It's basically like torn up clothes or like peasant clothing, right? So you would put clothing on when you were lamenting. So naturally, he's saying like, you are wearing, it's basically talking about how you're in great grieving during these holidays, so-called great holidays that we celebrate in America, right? Because we think about how we just passed this holiday season. Ain't nobody really happy no more for Christmas. Christmas has the season of depression at an alarming rate. People kill themselves during the Christmas season because they feel so alone. How you feel so alone during the season of giving, the season where people supposed to be giving gifts, people in the bar getting drunk because they so sad with their life. That is the spirit of the Most High coming back on this earth, because this holiday isn't meant to be celebrated. You're trying to figure out why everything going wrong in your life. You think you done did it right. You went to college, you got the good job, you tried to marry the right woman. She divorced you, she left you because you didn't give her enough Valentine's Day gifts. You didn't give her the right flower. You forgot her birthday. You know what I'm saying? And now you got the gun in your hand and you about to blow your brain out. In reality, it's because you decided to follow America instead of following the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You chose the path that was wide. I think it's the scripture says is a path that's wide and open, and it's a path that's narrow, right? You chose the wide and open one because it's easy to follow America. You know what I'm saying? Think about how the brothers, especially when you first come into the truth, how hard it is to tell your mother, I'm not getting you nothing for Mother's Day. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? These brothers and sisters tell their fathers and mothers they're not doing these things. That's how you know you're strong too. That's how you know you are chosen by the Most High and you got something in you. Because a lot of the world won't do that. You talk to brothers that come here occasionally. You talk to brothers that like don't want to. They like what do you call it? Pussyfooting. Like they just tiptoeing in the truth. Like I'll be there next time. I can't give up the cigarettes. And you cold turkey cut off every demon you had when you first came in here. You strong. There's a reason why the Most High chose you. You know what I'm saying? You was real aggressive with the truth as a trooper. I remember how I was. I remember cursing my mom out. I feel bad now, but I remember cursing my mom out. You over there eating Thanksgiving turkey? You go there? Like I remember all that. You gonna die? Like that's how brothers was as a trooper. You aggressive as hell. You know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit of the Most High when he was on you, right? Obviously, over time, you get a little seasoned, right? Some brothers ain't as seasoned, fresh in his 500 rank, right? You know what I'm saying? But it just happens, man. Go ahead with the script. Was that it on that? Go ahead.
It says, and baldness upon every head, and I will make it as the morning of an and I will make it as the morning of an only son, and the end thereof as bitter days. As a bitter day.
Give me First Ezra 8 and 85.
First Ezra?
Yeah.
8
and 85. Yeah, he said he's gonna make them days as bitter as what, a morning day. You know what I'm saying? Imagine when I hear that scripture, I think of how we wake up today just for work. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to go to work. White man be hype as hell to go to work too. He be doing his little morning jogs. He be doing his get ready with me's. Blacks and Hispanics, we be like, I gotta do this. I know in the truth, I'd be like, Lord, when you gonna do it? Pull the trigger already. I'm tired of going to work. You know what I'm saying? Esau, he be hype as hell in the morning at the show up yard. I be mad as hell. They be trying to talk to me. You always so grumpy. Oh yeah, because I got to deal with you. And a brother at the side. Go ahead, read the scripture.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 8, verse 85. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
Right, so this goes to all you that believe. Oh, we ain't never go through that screenshot, the last one. Right? I'm gonna go over stuff.
Time check, 8:45.
Yeah, I know. You read it from the top?
God, This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 8, verse 85.
Right.
Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
Right. So this goes to the Black and Hispanics that think that white and black is going to have like this peaceful lifestyle together in America. You should never seek to have peace with white people in America. You should never seek that Martin Luther King dream, right? Because what happened after Martin Luther King's dream? It was a nightmare, right? Did we not still get shot by the police? Is people still not disappearing? Is Epstein Island, was that not a thing? Is P. Diddy party not a thing? Was drugs not a thing in our community after the civil rights movement? You know what I'm saying? All of these things happened after that so-called dream. You know what I'm saying? And he seeked to have peace with white people. And when you seek to have peace with your enemy sees that as weakness. You know what he does? He kills you. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you in combat. Imagine you fighting somebody, right? You in hand-to-hand. It's like you in hand-to-hand combat, right? Knife combat. And you say, all right, I'm done fighting. Who the hell said he was done fighting? Who the hell did he ever say he was done killing you? Did he ever say, I'm not going to kill you? Did he ever say, I'm not going to be at war with you anymore? And instead, you put your sword or your knife down and he done stabbed you. That's what's happening to black people. He poking the hell out of us like a prison shank several times. We put our hands up. We want to be joined with you, right? We want to join with you. What is the automatic response of white America? What happened in the 70s when Black Revolution came out? The Afros and Black Panthers and GDs, the Stones, all of them black movements. What happened? Assassinations, taking down our black leaderships, all types of nonsense. And what else happened? Crack. Crack hit the neighborhood like it was nothing. Right after the civil rights. You don't put your hands down. Because before then, did black people not know the white man was the devil the Bible speaks of? Was that not common for black people to know? Like, it didn't matter if you didn't mess with Joe Willie down the street, the brother, right? Or the sister, you couldn't stand her. You still would deal with brothers and sisters, right? But now, and you still knew the white man was the devil. Like, you knew the white man was totally bad, but you just couldn't stand your brothers and sisters. But you know you had to deal with them. Now, we live in a time where you can't stand your brothers and sisters and you won't deal with them, but you would rather deal with the white man because you think he's friendly. There's a difference between what's going on now because that Martin Luther King dream. Read that from the top. And it's because of this right here. We didn't listen to this scripture. Go ahead.
God. This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 8, verse 85. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them, that ye may be strong.
Right? So you can be strong. You know how weak as a people we look when we decide, I have a dream. You know what I'm saying? Black boys and black girls. You know what's so funny how he said that? Black boys, black girls would be hand in hand. That's because he wanted to be a damn a freak nasty bull with white women. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? The dream he wanted was to have orgies with white women. It wasn't to see black people in the same chairs as white people. It wasn't that. He was just blinded by his lust for white women. And now he done set us up for a trap. Now we are in a trap of, I gotta sell drugs. Now it's, I gotta smoke this weed because I got anxiety. I gotta deal with who I can't stay with one woman because I can't stand with what is it? I can't stay with a sister because for my peace. You know what I'm saying? But when I get money, I can marry a white woman. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? When I come up, I can deal with a white man. You know what I'm saying? That's the nightmare Martin Luther King had in vision. You know what I'm saying? You celebrating Valentine's Day. That's what he wanted. The American dream. I can't even say that's what he wanted. That's what his what you would call the bulls that control the agent. I can't even think of the name. That's what JFK wanted. Whoever was the head of FBI back then. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wanted Martin Luther King to push. They wanted him to push the peaceful black man. They wanted him to be a docile man. They wanted us to be docile, which is why anytime the I.S.U.P.K go anywhere, it's like, why y'all so mad? Why the hell you not mad? You know what I'm saying? Trayvon Martin died February, what, 26? Something like that. And y'all forgot him. Y'all forgot a white man that wasn't a police officer. He was nobody, just a neighborhood. Just like how me and the Thun joke. He was a Poindexter. He was a neighborhood watch. He was a goofy. He killed the brother Trayvon Martin. He was, well, how old was he? 16? He lost his life because of goofy who probably couldn't make the police academy, who wasn't strong enough to run or whatever they had to run. You know what I'm saying? Who wanted to be a cop for a second, killed the young black boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we face now. That's what we face now because we decided to have peace with the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? The white man wants to kill us at every endpoint. Right now, he's pushing that homosexuality. Now, Trump in office, he wants us all gone. He wants us all gone. It's outright race. I won't say I can't wait, but he's going to start telling us the truth. I guarantee you that. He's going to tell you, I hate you. I want Mexicans dead, and I can't stand blacks. Go ahead.
Okay, the truth start. You can see the truth from the CEOs that beat their brother down.
Oh yeah, but it's so crazy because black people, or at least I feel like black people shouldn't be surprised by that. Because how many brothers and sisters we know that was in the jail or the prison systems that know stories about that or seen stuff like that? Like we see dudes. Go ahead.
Yeah, they've been beating us up in the prison systems long before, like when they started getting cameras, that's when they started chilling out.
Right. Are you trying to hide it?
Getting cameras in the system, they did like, it's like they gay banging.
Right. Go ahead.
To me, it's more so like when I say that they should see it now is the fact that those men, they haven't been arrested yet. Like it's on camera now.
Everything's on camera.
Everything's on body cam.
That show you the Lord mercy too, because them white people was killing the hell out of us before them body cams came out. Every time you turn around, black man shot. He had a gun, you know. And then now that I remember the first joint started coming out where the video cams, and you start seeing police officers throwing bags of coke or bags or guns. You start seeing how crooked these cops is. You know what I'm saying? But if you was actually a wise brother, you could actually do your research on how FBI investigate different police districts or how corrupted they are with the KKK, how infested the police departments are with KKK. Like they hate black people. Right. You know what I'm saying? They literally hate you. And these are the people that's supposed, with their oath, serve and protect. You know what I'm saying? That's the oath of the so-called white cop. But why does he hate black people so much? Because he understands the spirit that he has to have. His job isn't to serve and protect. His job is to maintain the slaves in America. His job is to basically be what they was during slavery, slave catchers. You know what I'm saying? We need more brothers in the prison system. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more brothers in the prison system. We need more brothers in the grave. I'm gonna go ahead and kill some more. He understands his job. It's time for blacks and Hispanics to understand our job. You know what I'm saying? It's our job to come back to the Most High. It's our job to start doing what we need to do so Christ will come back and cut Donald Trump's head off. Because I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm tired of going through this nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to pass the class off to Precinct Officer Nathan Yala for 500. Big 500.
Let's give another powerful class. We're in the I.S.U.P.K. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Scary announcements. We're at the I.S.U.P.K. start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must be permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is the commandments, you can find that in Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, or Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means tenth in Hebrew, by YAHUSHUA. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department, priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, and the upholy convocation would be the Feast of Purim. Where that's at?
Is at the bottom, last part.
Okay, the Feast of Purim. That's the 19th day of the 19th day and the 15th day of the 12th month.
Is it 19? That's the 14th day.
Oh,
the
it's like
15th day of the 12th month.
Can you see this? Okay, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, Thursday, 13th. That's on Thursday, the 13th of March, and Friday, the 14th of March. 2025, you can find it in Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 to 31. And reminding reminder, Akim and YAHUAH to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start to wear all black boots, shirt, pants, and headbands. And with that, men of Israel, mind you, Mr. Stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, I mighty. Rock, Yahawah, Shemiyah, Ashutah, Sar, we face the sisters. Sisters, I mighty. We need to stand. And with the sisters, we're going to put your feet at a 45-degree angle. And the right hand over the left. And you have head up. On Khan. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, my Shabbat, Mighty, Rock, Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shema, say Yahweh, Shemar, Alata, 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 Shemar, Alata, Hashem, Yahushua, Alata,
You got next week.